Alright. Should be us live. Greetings and salutations. Hope your day's going well. Got some more Fall Guys here. Should be pretty smooth experience, as it always is. Do have to qualify from any round 8 times today. But that'll give me 450 points for the Battle Pass, which we need, because we're getting there. 18 days left approximately. Got 12 more ranks to go through. Hope it all goes well. Gotta readjust my shirt here. Blah. It's too tight for my bulging biceps. It's too much. There we go. Hope the day's gone well. It's sunny once more. Should be warming up now. Back into the 90s we go. Guess we can't be cool forever here in April. 85 degrees, I guess, could be considered hot in some places. We're looking to be 90s pretty much throughout the remainder of the month and into May, so that's fun. Well, someone's awake, but he's not happy about it. Right? He's so sad. He just wants a little bit more head scratchies. I've not given him enough today. But he'll live. He'll live. I'll give him some more later on. Right? There we go. Alright. 80 is pretty hot enough. I'm like, if we're going above 70 degrees, it's a little too much. Well, I didn't want to go forward. I was going to slow down and wait for the next platform, but people behind me had other ideas. Sometimes that happens. Oh, good. Alright. Oh, nah, that's not good. That's not good. Save me, platform. I stumbled where I really didn't need to stumble. It was quite unfortunate. Grab some airtime here. Whoa, Nelly. Yep, see, that guy fell through. I saw that one. No, not for me. Not when I'm reaching the end of this. And then dive for the platform. There we go. Rolling madness indeed. Rolling madness indeed. Got my videos uploaded today. We made some progress there. Trying to see any news interesting. Oh, so the new Halo game, Halo Infinite, will support crossplay and cross-progression between Xbox and PC. So that's exciting. Right, that was a solid finish. Unlike this guy here. But that's good news, because it's only been recently, like, the Halo Master Chief Collection, which is on both the Xbox and PC, is crossplay, but not I don't think all of it, at least, is cross-progression. I think it still tries to treat it as 2 accounts. I could be wrong. I know that's how it was when the games were first released on the respective systems, that they were treated as separate accounts. And very, very recently, they updated the Xbox version where you can plug in a mouse and a keyboard and use that instead of a controller. Granted, it's not a whole range of keyboards and mice that will work, but it's a good option if you want it that way. And it does show up, like, in matchmaking with other people that they're using a keyboard and mouse or they're using a controller. Oh no, I have to concentrate again. No. Alright. Just wait it out here. Okay, got it. So we're gonna have to concentrate in more ways than one. Already someone's off. Already another person's off. It's gone terribly wrong for everyone. Alright. Okay. Now I just gotta stay on this one. Oh no. Oh no, he tried to get back. Okay. Okay. Orange, banana, cherry, watermelon, orange, banana, cherry, watermelon, orange, banana, cherry, watermelon, orange, banana, cherry, watermelon, orange, banana, cherry. Please stop moving. Watermelon, orange, banana, cherry, watermelon. Okay. Okay. Just wait it out here. Golly, there's so many bodies. Okay. Orange, peach. I didn't see that one. Cherry, grape. Orange, apple. No, orange, peach, cherry, grape, watermelon. Orange, oh gosh, there's a banana too. Orange, peach. Peach, I'm on it. I'm so glad it was one of the two I actually was keeping track of. Oh! What? No, I was correct. I had that. I had that in the bag. And then somebody couldn't jump. Alright. I jumped correctly over the bar. This is rude. It's super rude. Hobbs, you're gonna fall off if you lay like that so close to the edge. Right? My timing was completely fine. Just somebody couldn't jump over and decided to take me out with it. Super rude. Super rude. Oh, buddy, you are tired. That's been a long day for him. Been a super long day of napping. Let's see. Let's see. So apparently, there's somebody has this idea of a new web browser that we should be using, where instead of your computer, which has a browser physically installed into it, you use a remote web browser which uses the cloud technology to skirt you about, but it costs $30 a month for a web browser. Like, ideally, you would have a faster, actually would have faster connections because it just clouds to your computer, but it's one of those things where it's like you need a good internet connection for that to consistently get like incredibly good responsive speeds using a cloud-based one. I know it's not the first one that's done an idea like this, but $30 a month to use a web browser sounds pretty expensive. Yeah, no way to rip you off. Because the other thing, like, I'd have to go read into it or like use it myself, but I'm like a lot of web browsers these days, a lot of people have, you know, information stored on them, you know, their passwords, you know, bookmarks to favorite websites. This has gone wrong. That was, like, I didn't want to definitely be blasted out of the zone there. That was not good. That's the risk we take on that path, though. Doesn't bode well, though, I'll tell you what. Alright, don't deploy. Thank you. That's all I wanted. Alright. But, like, I'm curious to see, like, how they would compete against, you know, browsers that have all your info. I need to actually stay with this a little bit longer. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Trying to read through this. So apparently the idea behind this new cloud-based web browser is it actually eliminates the need for like for cookies and whatnot and ads. It basically simplifies everything down because it just runs off of whatever machine they use for this web browser, so you wouldn't see ideally ads and whatnot. But I'm sure companies would work a way around that somehow, because a lot of ads are based off of cookies that it finds on on the particular browser you use. And ads kind of work the same way, actually, through like even like YouTube videos. It uses a lot of information that's stored on your browser. And if all else fails, it just plays a random one for you anyway. But this eliminates it completely. Ideally, it would make for a cleaner website, essentially, like versus a normal one. So I'm like, it's not... I'm like, there's an advantage to it. However, I don't think $30 a month for Fester web browser isn't the way to go. Personally speaking, I don't see the appeal to that when there's plenty of browsers to choose from. I'm working right now with one called Brave, which credit where credit is due. It's pretty fast. It does a pretty good job compared to like Chrome, for instance, and Firefox. It's got some little interesting things about it that could make it annoying, but for how well it works, I'm like, it's actually a small price to pay at the end of the day. And since it's free, it's not. I'm like, it doesn't actually, it's not a waste. Alright, that actually worked out really well. I'll take that, and then I just need a bronze. Oh, this could get sketchy. I just need this bronze, please, nobody qualify. Okay, we got really close there. Right, the Brave browser. Yeah, I like it. I like it quite a bit. It feels more responsive than Chrome does. And because it worked perfect, like, it transitions everything from Chrome just perfectly so well, like, I'm like, it's a pretty good one. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it would be recommended on Linux platforms, because Chrome isn't realistically built to work with Linux. I don't have to jump through certain colored rings. They're just worth points depending on which ones they are. It's 1, 2, and 5, I believe. 1 for bronze, 2 for silver, 5 for the gold ones. Yeah, it's amazing, like, how much data it actually blocks out. Like, I've got a good number of things, like, to help me, cut down on the number of cookies that my... Oh, it's gone well. I'm gonna go this way. Well, that was a mistake. I thought it would do it, but apparently that's a dead end. Dive! Okay, yes. Figured it's gonna go near the roly-poly, like... with that game I have to reach 15. Ugh. I'm trying to cut a corner here. It's working beautifully well. People stop getting in my way. Great. There's so many people that have already finished, and I'm just trying to get through this. Everyone keeps getting in the way. Okay, straightforward. Got it. That's pretty easy, actually. I barely made that. Right. Cut down on the delicious cookies. Tragic. I think the only annoying thing, like, with Brave is that I get, like, the little pop-ups on the lower right telling me something about cryptocurrency, which I'm, like, not really interested in it. And I don't see a way... I'm gonna lose this one. I'm sure of it. So many people have already been in my way before. Can't imagine I'll survive the night. But I'm like, I can't figure out a way to disable the little pop-ups, but since it only pops up when the browser is actually active, like, that's not a terrible thing. It is, relatively speaking... Oh, Nelly, I was not expecting that bounce. That almost straight up eliminated me right out of the ring. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how Brave works. Alright, it's actually relatively calm at the moment. Oh. Guys getting knocked around because they're not paying attention. Gotta mind the weight of where everything is at, too. And the slime is going to be slowly rising, too, on top of that, so... Going to be in danger pretty quickly. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly, stop it. I'm telling you, the middle cannon is out for blood. Whew. I was not sure how that one was going to roll. Oh, guys, stop it. Oh, no. Trying to concentrate on keeping balance here, and just everything is trying to murder me as we speak. Alright, did it. Survived the time limit. I wonder if that counts as a gold medal. One of the daily ones is get gold medals through challenges, you know. But I don't know if that counts, if it has to be the first place ones, or if it's like, nah, just any gold. Survive those kind of games, you'll be fine. I don't necessarily need to complete it, but it would be nice. Oh, good. I've won this a couple of times, but I mean, I still hate this game. Let's see. Yeah, $30 for a web browser. At the end of the day, I think if you live in Silicon Valley, I think that browser will work just fine. Ugh, I was trying. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work anyway. Oh gosh, and then he just spawns there. Oh, this has gone well. One person's already qualified. To be fair, if you get one of the gold ones, it's 5 points here, so it's well worth it. Well, this is going splendidly well. Ooh, hello there. Hello there. Aw, man. I didn't think you could go... Okay, I'll take this one. Hello there! I don't think I can get this one. Yeah, from this height. I have to get up even higher. But if I do get it... Don't you dare. No! What? Okay, hang on. Okay, cool. Perfect, okay. We got it. Okay. I got close. Oh, this guy might get it. He just waits for the bridge to get up. And then, yeah! I was pretty lucky to find the gold and no one was immediately near it so I could get some time. That could have gone wrong very quickly. But we did it. Another qualification in the bag. That got sketchy pretty crazy. Let's see. Oh god, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure this mighty web browser will take off as a new industry in web browsing. I don't think people are going to be like, yeah, $30 to stream a website? Count me in. Just no. I don't think it's a viable option, not when everything else is free. I'm like, it just seems a greedy way to make some money. Like, if I was paying $30 for a web browser, it better be like, oh gosh, person bounced off of that and then bounced into the rest of us. Those little spongy springs are quite devastating sometimes. But I was gonna say, like, if I was paying $30 for a web browser, it better be like bundled with like Disney Plus, Netflix. I don't want just a web browser for $30. Yeah. And the thing too is like realistically, going to a streaming browser means it saves on RAM, not necessarily turn your, your 1 megabit connection into, Xfinity style of thousands of gigabytes of download data. Like, it doesn't fix that problem. It just makes it more efficient for your computer to use the web browser. That's the realistic problem. Right? Like, and I'm sure, I'm sure it's a fast browser, but just, okay, I messed up pretty badly. That wasn't supposed to happen, but that's what happens. That was 5 rounds? Is that what that was? Yeah, we were on 6th round. That's incredible. It's pretty good, though. Yes, a new rank, a new day. So that didn't count, yeah, so I have to basically place first. Unless if this is one of those times where it's lagged out. Sometimes it doesn't correctly show you what your progress is on there, but it's fine. That's fine. Let's see. No, I didn't want to actually update yet. I'm still scrolling through. Let's see. I'm not super interested in that, actually. Let's see. General Motors has a solution for our crappy electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Which, to be fair, there's a point in that, like, our current electrical grid can't support charging vehicles. If everybody were to buy, I think it's like, if 40% of the population right now bought an electric vehicle this year, our grid structure couldn't actually support that. So I wonder what they've got. Ultimum charge 360. I'm certain it's another way to spend money. I'm gonna take a wild guess. You don't name something and hope it's a free service. Oh gosh, that tree. That tree was out for blood. Usually I don't mess up on the first ones. It's the second row of trees we gotta worry about. Nope, nope, I learned my lesson. Be kind to the trees. These are... it's fine. I survived. Those are dangerous ant-like trees. I'm gonna go this way. And then dash across. Oh! Who bumped into me? This is highly mean. I'm gonna just... There we go. Alright, and then we're gonna gun across. Should be just fine. Alright. I think we're gonna go on this bridge of happiness. Alright. That could have gone better, but we made it. I think we're pretty certain we're in the top 20%, so that'll be fine. Let's see. Yes, yes. Okay, so it looks like it's an app which coordinates with other apps that exist out there to find charging stations. Basically like an all-in-one encompassing app to help you out. But yeah, I know GM doesn't own it. It says it here as well, but I know GM doesn't own like its own charging network. Like Tesla does. Tesla actually has their own network for this. But GM doesn't, so they have to rely on third parties to help out. But I'm like, doesn't seem to be the best thing in the world to be like, we're revolutionizing the world of electric vehicles. Like, oh, so you made an app also inside the vehicle, not just, you know, for phones to use, to help coordinate, help you find charging stations. Great. Let's see. This is... looks like there's a sneak peek of more Wheel of Time stuff. Looks like they're showing the character Lan, and his last name is like Mandagrian. It's like Mandragon, but somebody was like, no, let me add an extra R and an A at the end. I mean, that's technically not news for me, but somebody, if somebody was actually interested in the Wheel of Time, might be interested. Trying to see if it's a clip. Usually they reveal these as, whatchamacallits, through Twitter. But it looks like this might be a little teaser right inside, from Prime Video's, YouTube channel, I think. That's fine, it's just fruit. I can deal with this. Oh no! Someone's trying to get through me. They succeeded, but almost killed me in the action. Got it. So many people here already. Right. Like, I could have just left it at Mandragon, but it was like, wait, what if we took right after the O, added an extra R and A, so it's not dragon? It's like, really? Mandragorian. I'm like, might as well have made up a different name. Because Mandragon would have been a cool nickname, but no. And then he names him Lan, like... I'm like, just... Like, who names anything Lan these days? Oh, fruit, please. I'm trying to discuss deeply philosophical things here. Alright, I need one more person to get eliminated. It better be somebody who's... There we go. The electric yellow peanuts. Mondragon. Indeed. Indeed. Alright, look for something more interesting. Let's see. Nope, nope. Nope. Man steals items from Mesa restaurant because he felt entitled to them, police say. To be fair, I'm pretty certain a thief is like, no, I earned this. Let's see. Like, I don't think a thief goes... Like, a thief steals items because he's like, yes, I'm giving this to charity. Just like, no, it's... You steal something for your own gain, whether or not you keep the item or just get the money. Pretty certain you're not doing it out of the kindness of your heart. It is strictly because you feel that it's necessary. Marching the Wheel of Time. Gonna be hard. Not everybody talks about golf. Alright, yes, there we go. I did see somebody got knocked off. It was very interesting. wasn't even at this part of the stage, which actually is difficult. You trip up here, you're pretty much dead. There we go. And with everybody jumping and crowding around, it's very easy to bump into somebody. And sadness ensues. Alright. See, like this? This is sketchy. Oh gosh. That could have gone. Could have gone. Oh gosh. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, if you can get up there by basically bouncing off of somebody, you're in a good shape because you can actually just hold still. But oh, Nelly, no! So many people trying to trip me up. So rude. Now I'm just actually just there we go. Right. All right. Oh, so now I get gold medals. I don't did I even? Yes, I did. I did earn one. So it was just lagging behind. That's all it was. Look at that. We almost went up there. A whole new crown, baby. Whole new one. Slowly working our way up there. We still have plenty of time too. Weirdly enough. Weirdly enough. I thought for sure qualifying from 8 rounds was going to be difficult to do in one session. Yeah, there was some insane crowding. And of course, if somebody trips at the front of the pack, it's going to ruin the back. So, good stuff there. Let's see. Yeah, so apparently this guy stole planter pots, chairs, metal chili vine decorations, some metal stars, a sun face decoration, an apple-shaped bird feeder. So that was good. And when they found like the thief's apartment, he wasn't actually at home, probably because he was on the run. But they found him 8 days later. And he's like, oh, I felt entitled to them. It's just like, didn't think that they would notice the missing items. I'm like, pots and decorations? Like, surely you could have. Okay, this has gone well. This has gone well. I can correct this. There we go. Much like a controlled landing of. Oh gosh. Yes. This is calculated. Right? I'm like, that's somebody who needs to go. Oh man. Not good. Not good. But that's clearly somebody who has mental health issues, like... Oh gosh. Metal things everywhere trying to murder me. I was willing to wait for there because I knew it was going to change. Alright, yes. Perfect. Like, COVID-19 does weird things to people. Well, this is just more proof that some people can take it well and some people can't. Whew. I wasn't sure if I could make that jump. But yeah, I'm like, surely you could have aimed a little bit higher, go for like $4,000 worth of stuff, but just one of those things where I'm like, there's some weird people out there. It's not. Apparently, it only just like they just booked him on one count of theft. I'm pretty happy that guy shut himself out with his own Switch. Good times there. Let's see. EA purchasing more stuff. Yes. Right. That's a true story. And the rap was actually more similar to, like, prog rock back in the day, where it just has... It had, like, 12-minute keyboard solos that nobody really wanted to know. It's not the world's most successful business, but, you know, can't make much money as a writer these days. I'm interested to see if this guy will even get to the top, because there's a guy waiting, yeah. More like truth. Well, there's apparently a cloud in the sky that is now covering the sun. That's coming back to being sunny, though, slowly. But Electronic Arts, known for being cash-grabbing company and making terrible games as a result recent days, they've purchased... What is it? They want to purchase a publisher called Glue Mobile, which is GLU, by the way, which is known for its freemium titles like Kim Kardashian Hollywood and Cooking Dash. Like, just, ugh. Like, you know that's gonna be good. And freemium is something where it's like, it's a free game, but you can pay... You can pay real money for in-game currency. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Like, whatever plans... Because they've tried their hand at mobile games. Hasn't really worked, especially when they're like, oh, let's just use big names to make mobile games. It's like, no, you gotta make them actually good games, and not just use a franchise that people would buy for. Like, people already hate you enough for your money laundering business as it is with games and loot boxes. Right? Oh, I can't believe I made that through without getting hit by the fan. I thought for sure that was gonna happen. Okay, I did get hit by the fan, but it could have been much worse. This guy who's got the colors yellow and black kind of reminds me of Electabuzz from a distance. He fell off, but it's fine. Okay, jump. Oh, I should have made that jump. That was like, I make that jump all the time. Okay. Made it over, and that's okay. But yeah, I'm like, that's gonna be good. It's going for scale with the acquisition of Glue's 500 developers and its IP. So we'll see. I'm like, what will probably happen is that if EA remains true to their usual monkey business, and especially in the world of mobile gamings, what they'll probably do is EA will make very cheap games. They'll be absolute garbage like the rest of pretty much everything on the store. And then it'll be just a cash grab. I don't see them being like, yeah, we're making a quality game. So, just nah. They're already getting some flack because apparently, like, somebody leaked out, like, documents for EA pushing players to purchase loot boxes in FIFA, which is pretty well known for being pretty scumbaggy with loot boxes, and you basically have to spend money to get the good football players. So I'm like, this doesn't really like inspire confidence in the gamers. I'm like, I'm sure with your investors it's gonna look fine, but anybody who would like to play games, not investors, basically, you know, they're gonna be like, nope. Although, to be fair, people keep complaining about it, and they still, like, EA still makes a ton of money from loot boxes and whatnot. Like Trog, yes. Well, Hobbs is awake now, so that's unfortunate. Talking about EA, and he's like, I can't stand that. Can't stand for that. Right? If you're gonna grab anything, grab some cash. Oh, I made it over. Brilliant. Oh, I need that gold. I need that gold. Brilliant. Hobbs, I'm busy. Hobbs, you have like another, like, what, 15 minutes before I usually go and feed you anyway? You're so mean. You're so mean. Let's see, anything else interesting? Biden plans to purpose banning menthol cigarettes. Which, to be fair, I'm... You know, if there were any tobacco restriction we're doing, that is good news. But, an interesting reason as to why somebody would love to support banning menthol cigarettes is that the recent rise in the world of tobacco is that I think it's like there's been an upward case of like 50% plus of Black Americans developing lung cancer. So of course they're going to be, you know, any Democrat is going to be interested in getting rid of that statistic. And menthol cigarettes is the big thing because menthol has a natural soothing element to it. So if it hurts less to smoke, well, you're gonna keep on smoking. That's, you know, you don't have a reason to stop smoking if the pain is lessened. So that's the idea. I don't even have to read the article to know that that's what's going. Oh gosh, this is bad. Okay, that could have gone way worse. But we survived another day in the field. And at least the platforms here aren't falling down. Right. Like menthol, oh gosh. Menthol just works really well. Okay, good. Good, I didn't want to have to do more rounds with people not being cooperative. Bumping around and flying all over the place. But, irregardless, I would support banning more tobacco products. See if it actually works. It's weird, tobacco companies like want to make money or something, and they hate being trodden upon. Oh good, thin ice. Number of times that I've fallen pretty early? Often. Often indeed. There's an article for the Mass Effect series. It's like, how to avoid romancing squad mates. I'm like, it's actually pretty easy, you just don't. There's a solid option in the game that shows you that you can build, you know, a relationship. Like, you have to... It's not that hard to avoid. Right? What is just like Hobbs. But... There we go. But yeah, no, it's so true. I'm like, why is somebody bothering to write an article? Like, you don't accidentally in the game go, whoops, like I kissed that girl. That's unfortunate. No, takes actual deliberate action. You have to be like, oh, okay, that's an option. I'm just saying, like, somebody was real desperate for views. Which, to be fair, with the... Oh, that guy fell in. Sucks to be you! Like, to be fair, with the new Mass Effect Legendary Edition coming out, like, you're gonna be wanting more people to view anything Mass Effect related, so... Oh, people jumping all over my platforms. They saw what I was trying to do, though. They saw what I was trying to do. They weren't even. Yeah, Screen Rant's doing that article. So yeah, that is somebody desperate for the views. Another article says, most developers think Steam's 30% revenue cut is unjustified. which is people can only talk about it now because there's now other competition out there, and even then it's like whatever. Like back in the day, it was you either tried to release your game through the web or you did it through Steam. You didn't have an option. But I do know, like, reading for some developers that that Steam, when it comes to like getting your game released on Steam, and updating like the page and whatnot and everything, you do a lot of the legwork yourself, and that like Steam doesn't realistically help you create the page on Steam. Whereas I know with Epic, a lot of developers are like the Epic staff is willing to help you get your page up and running through Epic. So I think that's what that article is mostly focusing on, is it's probably like, you know, Steam is more corporate in their approach to letting people sell games on their page, which, to be fair, like, you know, it's not uncommon to get a good 100 games every day that people are releasing, whether it be like through demos and whatnot. Like, they can't realistically set the time and resources to help you specifically when there's so much more they could do. So, but I mean, they still sell games. They get plenty of users every day. Yes, okay, that was gonna get sketchy very quickly, but that worked out well. I don't know how you guys managed to not jump that successfully, but you've done it. Raising my expectations here. Let's see. In a survey. Yes. They say 10 to 15% is more justifiable. I do know, like, so Epic Game Store, I believe, is currently actually at 12% revenue. They used to be 10%, they raised it up. 'Cause money. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything good there. Yeah, they said that Epic managed to attract 52 million players in 2020 alone, which I'm like, active players or people who just downloaded the games? And I'm like, I don't think that free games thing is going to work well in the end. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, I'd rather do demos of games and then have people buy my full game, you know, even at $20. And it's like, I'm like, and a lot of the games that Epic makes for free, a lot of times are smaller games. They're not usually, I use the word lightly there, they're not usually big name games. Right? That's nice watching other players fail. Fail that aren't me. It's nice. I think Epic has to figure out a way to make more revenue if they're going to keep on doing free games and whatnot. But I don't know a lot of what's a business is happening between developer and the Epic Store, so yeah. Because I'm like, it's one thing to get numbers in, and I know over the past couple weeks there actually have been some big games, like Alien Isolation was free through Epic Games. Hand of Fate 2, which, while not as big of a game, is actually, like, it's a good game. And I believe it's an indie one. I don't think they've found a publisher for that game, but it's just one of those things. It's possible Steam will change something. Who just died immediately? I'd probably just quit, honestly. I'm gonna guess that. And of course, some of that, of course, comes down to personal taste as well. But there have been some good games that I've downloaded through Epic Games Store, because I'm like, I don't actually have that game. That person waited around, just wasn't at his controller long enough. Sad story. Alright, I do need to concentrate now. Banana, watermelon, grape, orange. Great, okay, hang on. Banana, grape, orange. Why are they on opposite sides? Why are they on... Okay, good. I'm glad it was this. Perfect. Yes, you can tell which people are waiting around to see where everyone else goes. They're not bothering to memorize what's going on. Cherry, orange. Oh gosh, okay. Watermelon, banana, grape, peach, orange. Watermelon, banana, grape, peach, orange. Cherry? Crap, I don't remember cherries. Well, it's gotta be one of these two then. Because I think there was one, yeah, there was one down there. But it was one that I didn't immediately see. Somebody fell off at the end. Jumped off a little too early off the ship. I have been playing recently through Epic Games Store, Surviving Mars. That's a difficult game, but it's actually, like, a good game to play. Hobbs, it's fine. Got a couple minutes, buddy. But I did get that game. Because I'm like, it's an interesting game to play, and I've always been fascinated by it. But I'm like, it's fine. Like, Surviving Mars is a very interesting game because I'm like, it's like a SimCity game, but it plays a little bit closer to like a real-time strategy game where you're managing resources, your workers, and whatnot to make sure that you can have a survivable human crew eventually on Mars itself, and then you have to manage all their stuff. Like, they need places to live and whatnot. But surprisingly, like, well done if you can kind of figure out the game and how it works. Because there's quite a bit. There is quite a bit. Please stay on the things here. I'll take that. I'll have to land there so I can easily get up here. Much better. Alright. Just waddle my way through. Yeah, yes. Yeah. It's fine, Hobbs. Surely you can't be out of food in your food bowl. You just want me to watch you. How did I not get up? That's where I'm supposed to get up. At that point, but anyway. Hobbs, why are you dying? How are you dying? Like, how? It can't be that bad. You just have to wait a little bit longer. Oh, tumbly gleaming butterfly didn't make it. Yep, sad news to be that cat. Oh, hi there. Speaking of monsters, it's gonna be alright, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Hi. Hi. Here, I'll give you a remote so you can rub up against it. Because it's like a brush. Yes. See? It's fine. You'll survive. You're just upset because I haven't paid enough attention to you. Oh, good. Survival. Number of times I have failed on this mechanic. I think I've actually only completed this course once. Like, during the whole season. Played a numerous amount of times. Keep dying. It's actually more difficult than it seems. Have to go with a different water bottle, Hobbs. That's tragedy for you, buddy. Because the water bottle that I've been using for a while recently has been doing like this. The water tastes a little bit mildewy. So I'm like, oh. I'm like, it can't be good news. It might be time to retire the old girl. Which is a shame, because I really like that water bottle. Luckily, I have a spare. But my little blue water bottle was great for... because I could clip it on, like, my belt and whatnot to carry it around with me. Whereas this jug I have, doesn't do the whole clipping onto my belt, like at all. It's not its primary purpose. But it'll do the job as far as when it comes to feeding me water. I wonder if I could actually just drop straight down below. I don't know. It might be people. I need you to move. There we go. The one thing I do like about this course is it's both a survival where you need to not fall into the slime. Oh gosh. But it's also, this has gone well. Whatever's happening to me has gone well. Die for it. Oh, okay. That was a little too close. So it's both a race and a survival course. Like you can't just survive. You gotta complete the course. There we go. And so the more people that die, the lower the number that qualify becomes. And now we're down to just 4 total. This course kills just indiscriminately left and right. So we had 23. There you go, 4. This will be an interesting final course. Especially if it's not the Fall Mountain. Fall Mountain makes the most sense when it comes to 4 people. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna happen. And at least that one I'm okay with losing there. I've never... Okay, Jump Showdown. The only one I've won. Oh, and we're all good. And there's a fan? Because that wasn't difficult enough. Oh, good, alright. And of course, we're basically all on the same platform. Yeah, the fan moves as well in time with the arms, but in the opposite direction, because of course. So we're gonna go as much as we can with the fan. We're gonna... Okay, so... It's not good news. Nope. I tried to jump across to get to the other end. Didn't work. Star of the show. I think that's just 40 races. There we go. Robo Rage. I've got that now. Good news, Bear. So that's two ranks we went up in the Battle Pass. So that's good. 40 out of 50, and we still have 18 days to go. Should be able to make it just fine. Yeah, I was trying to get to the other side where it was going to be safer because nobody else was there, but took too long to wait for the arm to get across. But that happens. That would have been a difficult one, honestly, with 4 people to keep up going with that, and especially with that fan. That would have been... The fan's a new addition for that stage. Certainly would have... Because, like, if you jump in the air while the fan's blowing, it's going to push you. So... Just like, nope. Would rather just not. Sometimes an early death is the only answer. But that is gonna be it for this week. I've got a cat I'm gonna need to feed who's attempting to fall asleep thinking that he's gonna have to hibernate to survive, but once he sees that I'm done, he's gonna be like, now I need food. But in any case, thanks for dropping on by. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna go do the usual things and then some for my weekends. It's always exciting. But until next time, I will see you guys later. And take care, everyone.